Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Kini News. Now that the holiday season is just around the corner, you're probably all set to do some year-end shopping. But how many of you are willing to fork out close to 500,000 ringgit on a watch for your wife? Anybody?
Najib Abdul Razak testified at the High Court in Kuala Lumpur today that he spent over 466,000 ringgit on a luxury watch for his wife Rosmah Mansor to placate his family for cutting short the trip in Hawaii in 2014. The former Prime Minister said his family was disappointed when he was forced to end their family holiday due to floods in the East Coast in December 2014. He added that it was near his wife's birthday, hence why they were very disappointed with his decision. He said therefore he made the decision to placate his family and to buy something chosen by his wife. He said this in relation to the credit card purchase of the watch at Chanel in Honolulu, Hawaii on December 22, 2014. Najib is standing trial for 7 charges of money laundering, criminal breach of trust and abuse of power involving 42 million ringgit in funds from SRC International.
PKR President Anwar Ibrahim's accuser has already spent hours being questioned by the police. And if that obviously wasn't enough, he's back at Bukit Aman today. Muhammad Yusuf Rother spent close to 8 hours yesterday being questioned by the police at Bukit Aman over his accusation of sexual misconduct against Anwar. However, it appears that the police still have a few more questions to ask. Yusuf made a return to the Federal Police Headquarters in Kuala Lumpur today. He was spotted entering the Bukit Aman Police Headquarters at about noon today. However, his lawyer Hanif Khatri Abdullah was not present. When contacted, Bukit Aman CID D5 Prosecution and Legal Division Principal Assistant Director Mior Khalid Alatrash Wahid confirmed that Yusuf and another witness were summoned. However, Mior declined to divulge the identity of the second witness. Yesterday, Yusuf, who accused Anwar Ibrahim of sexual misconduct against him, left Bukit Aman at about 9 p.m. Police had recorded his statement following a report he filed against the Port Dickson MP on Saturday, several days after revealing that he had made a statutory declaration detailing the alleged incident. And now we shift our focus from Yusuf over to his lawyer Hanif Khatri Abdullah, who seems to have captured many people's imaginations. However, according to Hanif, they're better off writing fiction than spreading conspiracy theories. Lawyer Hanif Khatri Abdullah has ridiculed conspiracy talk that places him as the link between his client Yusuf Rother and Prime Minister Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, whom he has also represented. In a short statement, Hanif brushed off what he calls conspiracy theorists' allegations that his representation of Yusuf, who is claiming he was the victim of sexual misconduct committed by PKR President Anwar Ibrahim, quote, confirms a conspiracy authored by Tun M. He said such situations, such as one involving conflict of interest or professional embarrassment due to a direct link to the subject matter, did not arise in Yusuf's case. He claimed that those who came up with theories linking the Prime Minister to his client were wasting their talents and should instead work in the movies to earn good money. Yesterday, Yusuf and Hanif were at the Bukit Aman Police Headquarters for 8 hours where Yusuf's statement was being recorded. Also on the 4th of December, the day before the PKR Annual National Delegates Congress, Yusuf held a press conference claiming he was the victim of indecent exposure, molest and a lewd proposal from Anwar. In a statutory declaration dated November 19th, Yusuf alleged that the incident happened at the Port Dickson MP's residence in Segambut on the 2nd of October 2018. With PKR in a crisis, many are hoping that a knight in shining armor would come and save the party. Some have put their hopes on Rafizi Ramli. However, he's got other plans. PKR Vice President Rafizi Ramli has reiterated his decision not to return to active politics, preferring to focus on his newfound passion for technological advancements. Rafizi, who is known to be aligned to PKR President Anwar Ibrahim, said he is at a stage in his life where he needs to learn. The 42-year-old politician, who is a qualified electrical and electronic engineer as well as a chartered accountant, said, quote, only through learning can we be better and contribute better. Prior to joining politics, Rafizi was the Free Anwar campaign representative in Europe during his student days. He and Anwar also share the same alma mater, the prestigious Malay College of Kuala Kangsar or MCKK. Rafizi, who was the former Pandan lawmaker, did not contest in the last general election due to his court case on the exposure of banking details related to the National Feedlot Corporation or NFC scandal. Last month, the High Court in Shah Alam acquitted him of the charges. Last year, Rafizi, who is seen as a rising star in Malaysian politics, failed to unseat Azmin as the PKR number 2 in the party elections. The government is looking at replacing the mandatory death sentence for 11 serious criminal offences. But what will the alternative be? We'll find out next month. The special task force set up to look at the alternative sentencing for death row prisoners is expected to submit its report by January next year, according to Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Liu Wei-Kiong. Speaking to reporters after an International Human Rights Day commemoration event in Kuala Lumpur today, Liu said that the study was required as the proposed abolishment of the mandatory death penalty would have serious implications on existing sentences.
They were supposed to complete it by this month, but they needed a couple of weeks to just, perhalucate a few issues. And once that has been tabled, then I will study it and then table it for cabinet approvals. If there's any need to look at or accepting the recommendation made by the special task force.
Under the proposed changes to the law, the death penalty will be still available as a sentencing option for a judge who could also choose between a 30-year jail sentence or life imprisonment. Equal rights, it shouldn't be a complicated issue, but in a diverse country like Malaysia, there may be some confusion over it. Social activist Marina Mahathir said that people who are demanding their rights are not demanding more rights than others. Speaking at Suhakam's 20th anniversary function in Kuala Lumpur to commemorate World Human Rights Day, Marina said that minorities are often misrepresented as trying to get special treatment, when in reality they just want to be treated as equals.
People in positions of privilege often claim that if we give more rights to some people, they will likely abuse them. If we give them freedom to be themselves, they say, they will want to dance naked in the streets.
Such justifications have been used, among others, to justify restrictions and attacks on and arrests of LGBT communities in Malaysia. Meanwhile, Marina also noted that minority groups continue to be victims of a mindset left over by colonial times, that certain races, religions and genders are superior to others. Before we wrap up, ladies and gentlemen, here are some other news highlights from today. And that's all we have time for, ladies and gentlemen. For more, do log on to KiniTV.com. Don't forget you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook and Daily Motion for the latest news updates. I'm Daniel Anthony. Thank you for watching.